Welcome. It's the Matic. It's the illest blurred in the land. Welcome back, Legends community. Return Legends, thank you so much for returning, commenting, liking, and also supporting your boy Matic. New Legends, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for subscribing, liking, commenting. Hope you stay around for the long call. Today's new video is something that honestly I've been wanting to talk about, and today we're going to talk about it. We all know that Spider-Man 4 is coming out. Tom Holland will be reprising the role as Spider-Man, but today's video is not necessarily on Tom Holland and Spider-Man's 4 update, but originally villains that were supposed to appear in the highly anticipated Spider-Man 4, because you have to remember, Spider-Man 2 and 3 were billion-dollar success movies due to the Marvel and Sony actual venture of sharing the character. So let's get into the villains that originally was supposed to be in Spider-Man 4. Now, the first villain that I want to talk about is a love interest of Peter Parker / villain. And you know what? I've been wanting to see her have a bigger role in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but unfortunately, it seems like Marvel Studios just don't want it to happen. And who's the blur man talking about? It's no other than Felicia Hardy, also known as Black Cat. I was hoping, I was like, you know what? We hadn't seen her character debut as a villain. And I'm like, well, they already introduced her in Homecoming, you know what I'm saying, as a classmate, briefly as a cameo. And I'm like, well, maybe Marvel is setting it up that we see Felicia Hardy and Peter Parker come together due to that. But the reason for that is because Marvel Studios has confirmed the love interest. It will not be Felicia Hardy, also known as Black Cat. It is no other going to be Gwen this time around. I don't know, Marvel. I don't know. We already seen Gwen. Like, come on. Now, number two. Number two is pretty much a group of villains. And actually, you know what? I'm kind of glad they didn't go this direction, because I feel like I didn't want to see Spider-Man 4 go in that direction again. And it's no other than the Sinister Six. I'm not gonna lie, I would have loved to see like certain characters that we didn't see in Spider-Man No Way Home. That would have been like the Sinister Six, like Venom for sure. Tom Hardy did a great job playing Venom, by the way. Jake Gyllenhaal playing Mysterio again, because remember he wasn't in Spider-Man 3. Vulture, man, I would have loved to see Vulture again. Like I said, the guy that played Batman, the first Batman, did a great job. And I was like, man, he would have been dope to see him again. And even Scorpion, we saw him in Spider-Man Homecoming as an end credit, like an additional end credit. I'm like, you know what? I get it. But I'm kind of glad they didn't go that direction. I didn't want Spider-Man 3 to be like a repeat of 4, where it's like a multitude of villains. Like, that could be a bit much. You know what I'm saying? It was a success, don't get me wrong. But I just didn't want to follow that same formula. I was like, nah. Man, that's a good one. That would have been a good take, but like I said, and even Kraven the Hunter. I forgot to mention Kraven. A couple other villains. Kraven the Hunter, Mysterio, Lizard, we hadn't seen him either. So, like, if they were gonna do that, maybe with the ones that weren't included in the previous movie, maybe. Am I wrong? You know, think about it in that sense. Now, the next villain is no other than the villain that we've seen quite a bit in the Marvel Cinematic Universe already, whether it's the animated stuff from the Spider-Man 90 series, whether it's the live adoption Marvel series. And this villain is also in a similar contract to Spider-Man, being shared by Sony and Marvel Studios, and it's no other than Kingpin. I'm disappointed. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I am disappointed. I would have loved to see Kingpin being fleshed out as a villain for Spider-Man 4, because we haven't seen Kingpin has never been a villain for the live adoption Spider-Man movies. Not even with the other Spider-Man movies. I'm like, y'all mean to tell me we not getting Kingpin? Ah, come on. Why? Oh my God, I'm disappointed by that. Marvel Studios, we need to talk. Now, and I guess I get it, because maybe if they overstep their contract, meaning that if they use them too much, that's going to cause conflicts between Marvel and Sony. And personally, I do not want to see that again, so I get it. Now, the next villain is still a maybe. And you know what? I'm kind of glad that he's still a maybe, because he was a popular Spider-Man villain from the Spider-Man video game that came out on the PlayStation 4 and even PS5. And it's no other than Mr. Negative. I like the idea of Mr. Negative. He's a newer Spider-Man villain. He's not super old. Refreshing. Someone new that we haven't seen as a villain for a live action Spider-Man movie for Spider-Man 4. This one is still determined. There's still a possibility that Mr. Negative could be a villain for Spider-Man 4. Good. I mean, at least we got a villain on there that's still a maybe, right? But it is a blur. Limworkouts, you tell me in the comments, which villain or villains would you like to see for the Spider-Man 4 movie? And my next question for you guys, which villain surprised you that got scrapped by Marvel Studios? It is a blur. Limworkouts, thank you so much for commenting, liking, subscribing, sharing. Also, hit that bell to stay notified, guys. And it's the hardest working blur on YouTube, and I'm out.